I can't stand a Google is free person or Google is your friend person. All that tells me is that you don't believe in your point strong enough to argue your point or articulate your point. Google is free. Google's your friend. We know Google's been raising you. Let's not lie. Let's not act like Google's not been raising some people and some people's kids. Let's not act like that. People, when many times I've been in debates or arguments, when people are backed in the corner, what do they say? Google is free. Google is your friend. Okay, if Google's my friend, can you at least give me some starting points? Give me some reference points where to look. You lot can't even do that. You lot can't even give me sources. You lot can't even give me a keyword or a phrase to put into the search engine to help me understand your viewpoint and your perspective. Google is free. Google is your friend. All that equal sign that tells me is I don't know my point strong enough. You've backed me in a corner. I'm talking about something that I don't know enough about, and I'm regurgitating someone else's talking points that I haven't done enough research or have enough knowledge on to really be speaking about. But because it sounds good, and this person I actually idolize and like, I'm just regurgitating their talking points, even though I end up looking stupid in the long run. That's all that tells me. I've never used Google is free, Google is your friend in an argument or a debate. Never. Never will. If I truly believe what I'm saying, I can articulate it, draw from anecdotes, my own experiences, get sources, whatever. I'm not going to talk about something that I don't know about. A lot of people like to fat mouth and talk about things they don't know about. And then when you inquire more about their viewpoint or why they believe that, asking genuine questions, oh, where did you come to that conclusion? How do you come to that conclusion? Oh, Google is your friend. Google is free. It's just a cop-out. It's a cop-out. People don't do enough research and they don't know enough stuff, and they think they can, as the words brother A.A. Rashid said, they think they can Google you out of your mind. Like brother Curtis Schoon said, he said this, he made a good point on Schoon TV. Bless me. He said, people with limited experiences will have a limited understanding of the world. So some people just don't know that they don't know. Once again, to quote brother A.A. Rashid, some people don't know that they don't know. And it's not really your job to educate them. Some people will get it sometimes, and some people will never get it. You just got to lead them to their business. And that's the thing. I'm not going to be arguing with someone or going back and forth with someone that I know has had limited experiences in their life. There's people that have never left this borough, let alone this country. What do I look like arguing with someone like that? They ain't experienced nothing. They still live at their parents' house. And don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with living at your parents' house. But when that's all you've done and you have never had a life of living on your own or living in another city, no offence, you can't really talk on certain things. Fact, but these same people that live in it, and again, I don't want to say you can't talk on certain things, but I think people that live a sheltered life seem to do the most talking. I've noticed that. And it's like they have no experience, no perspective, cannot relate, but they're just talking out of their mouth. But they've never experienced the actual thing that they're talking about. And that's the problem. Google is your friend. Alright. The thing is though, and I'll do another video probably another time when they say, oh, it's, when people like to use this line, it's 2021, people still think like this. I'll flesh this out a bit more, but again, all these talking points, these just tell me that these people do not know enough about what they're talking about. They can't argue their points, so they have to use phrases like this to try and get out of arguing their point. That's it. But if you're initiated in these talking points and you know the rules behind them and what they're trying to really do and trying to divert from the discussion, you can press them and you'll know the hacks behind these phrases. Google is your friend, Google is free. I've been hit to that already. You can't argue your point. I know it's checkmate. I've got you cornered now. You can't move your king. You need to lose a pawn now. You either lose a pawn or it's checkmate. That's it. Risk losing a piece. Or checkmate actually means game over. Game over. Check means you need to figure it out. Checkmate means the game's done. And really, truly, it is checkmate when you use the Google is your friend. Google is your friend, or Google is free, is really the same as you using an ad hominem attack. When people attack your appearance instead of your argument, or attack your personality instead of your argument, it has the same, representation and symbolism as that. It's just a cop-out. It just tells me I can't argue my point now, and I'm running out of words to say, so let me insult this person's appearance. Let me insult this person's personality. Let me say Google is free. That'll get them off my back. Nice try.